You are all welcome to our Algebra series, the SSCE aspect of it. Today we'll be taking simplification of algebraic fractions. Simplification of algebraic fraction is done by applying the same principles as in the case of fractional numbers only. The basic rules of multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction also apply in this case. For instance, if we are asked to simplify the following, so 1 over 3 times 81 over 7 times 21 over 3 is the same as, at the numerator, we have 1 times 81 times 21 divided by 3 times 7 times 3. 2. If we are given 1 over 4 plus 2 over 3. 3. If we are given 3 over 5 minus 1 over 6. The above problem 1 make use of cancelling out of factors in the numerator and denominator, while 2 and 3 make use of LCM of denominators. Let's take our first subheading here, which is A, division and multiplication of algebraic fractions. Here, we apply the principle learned in the preceding subtopics to factorize the numerator and denominator separately. Then, we reduce the resulting terms where possible, if they are not in their simplest form. Let's take our first example. Simplify x squared minus y squared divided by 3x plus 3y. We simplify numerator and denominator differently, as now have our problem, which is x squared minus y squared divided by 3x plus 3y will be equals to x minus y, bracket open and close, into x plus y. Knowing that the numerator is a difference of 2 squared. So you just factor out 3 at the denominator, you will be left with x plus y. From here, if you observe carefully, you see that 2 terms will cancel out. X plus y at the numerator and denominator will cancel out. I'll be left with x minus y at the numerator divided by 3. That is how far we are expected to go. Another example. Simplify x squared minus 8x plus 16 in the numerator divided by x squared minus 7x plus 12 at the denominator. Solution. We factorize numerator and denominator differently, as our given problem, which is x squared minus 8x plus 16 at the numerator divided by x squared minus 7x plus 12 at the denominator, will be equals to, when you look at the numerator, we have a quadratic expression there. And we are looking for the factors of 16 that when added together will give us minus 8. And those two factors are minus 4, minus 4. When you multiply minus 4 times minus 4, you get plus 16. But when you add them together, it give you minus 8. So our 8 will now be changed to minus 4s minus 4s. That's what you have at the numerator. S squared minus 4s plus 16. And the denominator, similarly, you have a quadratic expression there at the denominator. So we are looking for factors of 12 that when added together will give us minus 7. And those two factors are minus 3 and minus 4. When you multiply them, will give you plus 12, but when you add them together, will give you minus 7. Hence, the result of the denominator is s squared minus 3x minus 4s plus 12. And once these have been done successfully, we now move to the next step. We factorize further. Just factor out x at the numerator. In the first two items, you'll be left with x minus 4. Then minus 4 from the second two items, and we'll be left with x minus 4. Similarly, at the denominator, you factor out x, and we'll be left with x minus 3 in the first two items. Then in the next item, when you factor out minus 4, you'll be left with x minus 3. And the result is you can bring out x minus 4 at the numerator, then you'll be left with x minus 4. Then at the denominator, when you bring out x minus 4, you'll be left with x minus 3. And our result here, similar term, we cancel out. X minus 4 is common, both the numerator and denominator. When they cancel out, the result will be x minus 4 divided by x minus 3. That's the simplest form we can obtain, how far we are expected to go. Another example. Simplify 1 over x plus 1 over y divided by x plus y. Options are given. Solution. Our given problem, properly presented is the same as 1 over s plus 1 over y, introducing bracket. Then we can now show our division sign properly. I will introduce bracket to also close the x plus y. Simplifying the bracket item first, using our knowledge of a fraction. The LCM of x and y is xy at the denominator. So when x divide xy, you'll be left with y. Y times 1 will be y, plus when y divide xy, you'll be left with x. And x times 1 will be x. Hence, you have y plus s at the numerator. Now, c divided by, we bring down our x plus y. Next, changing division to multiplication sign, we will now have y plus s and s plus y is the same. X plus y divided by xy times 1 over x plus y. Now, we are changing from division to multiplication. Whole number become fraction, and fraction become whole number. Our result here, x plus y, we cancel out both the numerator and denominator. You'll be left with 1 over xy. Another example. Evaluate 12ab minus 4b squared divided by 2b squared minus 6ab. The options are given. Solution. Simplifying numerator and denominator differently. We have our given problem will be equals to, we just factor out 4b at the numerator, you will now be left with 3a minus b, bracket open and close. And at the denominator, once you factor out 2b, you'll be left with b minus 3a. To get a better result, we factor out minus 2b instead of 2b. Then we'll be left with 4b into bracket open 3a minus b at the numerator. And at the denominator, we'll now be left with minus 2b into bracket open 3a minus b. Having achieved this, 3a minus b will cancel out at the numerator and denominator, and b will cancel out. And 2, we also divide 4, you'll be left with 2. And the minus applying, the final result will be minus 2. We've come to the end of the examples under this subtopic. And next we have some exercises at page 38 of the hidden fact in SSCE mathematics. Try your hands on those exercises while we quickly take our next subtopic, addition and subtraction of algebraic fractions. Examples. Express x plus 1 divided by 2 minus 3x minus 1 divided by 3 as a single fraction. The options are given. Solution. The LCM of the denominators 2 and 3 is 6. Thus, our given problem can be expressed as 2 divide the first item there, 2 divide 6 is 3. Then we use 3 to multiply the numerator, which is x plus 1. Then minus 3 divided 6 is 2. Then 2 into the next item in the numerator, which is 3x minus 1. Bracket open and close. And open out the bracket in the numerator, we have 3x plus 3 minus 6s plus 2 divided by 6. And simplifying further, we have 5 minus 3s divided by 6. Another example. Simplify t squared divided by 12 minus t divided by 3 plus 1 divided by 3. The options are given. Solution. The LCM of the denominators 12 and 3 is 12. Thus, our given problem, which is t squared divided by 12 minus t divided by 3 plus 1 over 3, become equals to, our denominator is 12, which is the LCM. And when 12 divide 12 for the first item, be left with 1. 1 times t squared will remain as t squared. And the next item, 3 divide 12, our result will be, we have to factorize the numerator, which is a quadratic expression. The factors of plus 4 that when added together will give us minus 4, and minus 2 and minus 2. Hence, our t squared minus 4t plus 4t becomes t squared minus 2t plus 4 divided by 12. And factorizing, we bring out t, we factor out t from the first two items, and you'll be left with t minus 2. And factor out minus 2 in the second two items, you'll be left with t minus 2 divided by 12. And that will simplify further as t minus 2, bracket open and close, into another t minus 2 divided by 12, which is the same thing as t minus 2 squared divided by 12. Another example. Simplify 4 divided by 2s minus 2 plus s over x. The options are given. Solution. LCM of 2x and x is 2x. Thus, our given problem will be the same as our denominator is 2x. And in the first item, when 2s divide 2s is 1. 1 times 4, so you write the 4 there. Minus x divide 2s, you will be left with 2. 2 times the item at the numerator there, which is 2 plus s. I will use bracket to enclose it. And then we simplify further as when you open up the bracket, you'll be left with 4 minus 4 minus 2x. Because the minus 2 will multiply the item in the bracket, and that's the result. Divided by 2x. Simplifying, you'll be left with minus 2s divided by 2x. And that will give us minus 1. Another example. Simplify x divided by x minus 2 minus 2 divided by x minus 3. For x not equals to 2 and x not equals to 3. The options are given. Solution. The LCM of the denominator x minus 2 and x minus 3 is the multiplication of both terms. Thus, we can say that our given problem is equals to denominator. We have x minus 2 into x minus 3. From here, the first item, when you divide the LCM, you'll be left with x minus 3. So, multiplying the x that is there at the numerator, then minus 2 into, when the second item in the denominator divides our LCM, you will be left with x minus 2, hence our result. Then we now have, opening up the bracket at the numerator, we have left with x squared minus 3x minus 2x plus 4 divided by x minus 2, x minus 3. Bracket open and close. And the result will be x squared minus 5x plus 4 divided by x minus 2, x minus 3. Bracket open and close. Next, we factorize the numerator. The quadratic expression there, we will look for factors of plus 4. That will give us minus 5. And those factors are minus 1 and minus 4. When multiplied together, you get plus 4. When added together, you get minus 5. So, our item in the center there, which is minus 5s, will now change to minus s minus 4x. See, our denominator remains the same. Next, we factor out x out of the first two items. When you factor out s, you'll be left with x minus 1. And we also try to achieve the x minus 1 in the next two items. So we factor out minus 4 and you'll be left with x minus 1. Bracket open and close. Divided by our items at the denominator, which is x minus 2, x minus 3. X minus 1 is common to the numerator, so it can be factored out, and you'll be left with x minus 4. Still divided by our x minus 3 and x minus 2 at the denominator. Since nothing else will cancel out, we can simplify further. That becomes our result. Another example. Simplify 2 divided by 3xy minus 3 divided by 4yz. The options are given. Solution. The LCM of the denominators 3xy and 4yz is gotten as, first we impute our numbers, which is 3xy and 4yz. Then, starting with the numbers, we're looking for the LCM now. 3 divide 3xy, you bring your sy down. Then 4yz remain the same, you bring it down. Next, we go with 2. 2 divide, you bring your xy down. Then 4yz become 2yz. Next, we can still go with 2. 2 divide, you bring your sy down. And 2yz, once 2 divided, it becomes yz. Now we can go with x. S divide xy, you will be left with y. And yz, you bring it down. Next, we can go with y. Y divide y, you bring 1 down. And when you divide yz, you'll be left with z. Note that we are dealing with LCM. So we take our z, bring 1 down, and z divide z, give you 1. Thus our LCM become equals to 3 times 2 times 2 times x times y times z, which is equal to 12xyz. Thus our given problem, which is 2 divided by 3xy minus 3 divided by 4yz will be equals to our denominator, which is 12xyz. Then when 3xy divide 12xyz, you'll be left with 4z, multiplying the two at the denominator, minus 3 that is there before now. So 4yz divide your 12xyz, the result will be 3x, as you have that at the numerator. Then when we open up the bracket, you'll be left with 8 at the numerator will be 8z minus 9x divided by 12xyz. We can simplify further, and that is our required result. Another example. Express as a single fraction 1 divided by y plus 1 minus 2 divided by y minus 1 plus 3 divided by y squared minus 1. Solution. The LCM of the denominators y plus 1, y minus 1, and y squared minus 1 is y squared minus 1. Since y squared minus 1 is the same as y squared minus 1 square, which is the same as y minus 1 bracket open and close into another bracket open and close y plus 1. You are seeing a difference of 2 square item there. So what we are saying in essence is that y plus 1, y minus 1, and y squared minus 1, y plus 1 and y minus 1 is embedded into inside y squared minus 1. So our given problem is the same as we take our LCM, which is y plus 1 bracket open and close into another bracket open y minus 1 bracket close. Now in the first case, when y plus 1 divide the two items y plus 1 and y minus 1, you'll be left with y minus 1 multiplying the one that is there. Then minus 2 into y plus 1, because y minus 1 divide the denominator, the LCM, you'll be left with y plus 1. Then the last item, which is plus 3, y squared minus 1 divide y plus 1 and y minus 1 is just 1 that will be left, the result. So 1 times 3 is remain 3. And our simplification will be y minus 1 minus 2y minus 2 plus 3. We've just opened up the bracket. And the result is, don't forget our denominator. So the result is minus into y at the numerator divided by y plus 1 and y minus 1. We've come to the end of the examples under this subtopic. Next, we have some exercises at page 41 of the Hidden Fact in SSCE Mathematics. I'd like you to try your hands on the exercises. Answers are provided at the answer section of the book, either the hard copy or the soft copy. Thank you.